All right, all right, all right. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another live at 5 where we teach you the organic approach to making money online. Hey, what's going on, Nicolette? Thank you for tuning in. Nicolette said, hey, I don't want to watch this on YouTube. I don't want to watch this on Facebook. I want to come in the room where all the energy is. So I appreciate you coming through. Um, my partner Tikeja Wyatt was not able to make it, but you know what? It's two of us. So if she can't make it, I'm here. If I can't make it, she's there. But every Tuesday we make this happen. So those of you that do not know who I am, I am the co-founder of Online Success Made Simple, and my name is Daria Jackson-Legagneur. I hail from Brooklyn, New York. It is rainy and icky out here, outside actually, but it is steamy and hot and awesome up in here. All right, so I hope that you I hope that you have something to write with. I hope you have something to screenshot with because I'm going to share some stuff with you that's going to help you with your email marketing. And thank you, Nicolette. I missed you too. It was great. I had a nice little quick vacation with the fam last week, and that's why I wasn't here. So before we get started, just a couple of things. Put in the comments where you're tuning in from, especially if you're watching this from YouTube. Also, make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you never, ever, ever miss a video that we upload. So, we are going to just get started, without further ado. So, this is a new platform. So, give me a second. Oh, you've been ill? Oh man. Well, I'm glad that you're feeling well enough to come today. Really appreciate that. You know, um I look forward to showing up each and every Tuesday to make sure that you and the rest of the community get what you need so that you can build a successful business and earn the income that you surely deserve. So let me pull up the presentation. So, yes, we do have slides. And I have to give a shout out to Tikeja because she made the slides and the slides are banging. So, so feel free if you want to screenshot, if you want to leave a comment. And I do see, okay, cool. Oh, I love this. I didn't even notice this feature. So when someone puts something in the chat, it blinks. So you know, like somebody said something in the chat. That's high. I didn't notice that before. The more we use this thing, the more we are enjoying this thing. All right. So let's get into it. So we're going to be talking about email marketing basics. And let me pull this back up so we can get on to the next slide. All right. All right, so here we go. So social media is where you meet people. And that's what I tell people. This is where you meet people. You don't want to keep them there. That's just where you meet them. But email is where you make money. Okay, so hold on to that. Social media is where you meet people. Email is where you make the money. So the objective for tonight, this evening, is to understand why email is essential for long-term growth. You're also going to learn how to write engaging and click-worthy emails. And also, you're going to learn how to build and send your first welcome sequence. Okay? I know when I got started, I didn't know what the heck any of this stuff was. I just knew that I needed to make money. I needed to come online. I was told to get an autoresponder. I didn't know what the heck that was, but an autoresponder is the actual platform you use to send out your emails and create your email sequence. So at this point, if you do not have a autoresponder, put in the comments yes or no, no, yes, whether you have a or autoresponder. And what we will do is give you some recommendations because it's very, very important to have a autoresponder. Okay. Because that helps you to get the sales while you're sleeping and doing other things. All right. So, why is email so powerful? So, number one, you own your list. That's so important. You own it. It's not on some other platform where you hoping that it's there when you log in. This is your list. These are your people. Okay, so it's your list that you own versus rented space on IG and TikTok. Because if those go down, those platforms go down, then you could say goodbye to your list. Okay, so Nicolette, you say yes, but you need more. What do you mean you need more? What do you mean? What do you need more of, Nicolette?
Hold on, I'm talking. Mm, I need to get a few more from system so that I can run these email lists, more email lists.
Oh, so you need to create more emails, not necessarily you need another autoresponder. Is that what you mean? Do you have an autoresponder? Or maybe you had one. Let me know if you can't speak, just put it in the comments. It's all good. I'll see it. The thing blinks now. So let me know, Nicolette, if you have an autoresponder. And also let me know if you are using your autoresponder. And those of you that are on YouTube, the same thing. Let me know. Do you have an autoresponder? Which one do you have? How long you've been using it? Okay, because if you don't, you want to make sure that you get one. Oh, okay. Yes, 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 yes. Got you. Yes, System IO is a has an autoresponder. It also has lead capture pages as well. It's a whole system.
I hear you.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so I got it. So you do have an autoresponder, which is awesome. Okay, so the example that I used was if Instagram shuts down, you still have a way to reach your audience because you have taken the time to pull them off of Instagram. Many people, like myself, it has happened to. If a social media platform shuts down, there goes all my connections, everything. All the people that I was communicating with each and every day, gone just like that. But if you from the onset are taking the time to build a list, and if something goes down, something happens with any social media platform, you're still able to email them. You're still able to communicate with them. So that's why email is so powerful. Another reason why it's so powerful because you get higher conversions. You get higher conversions because you are emailing them on a regular basis and they get to know, like, and trust you. You're emailing them videos, how to videos. You're emailing them, maybe letting them know something is going on in your life, and you're able to give them some value so that they can relate to you and see that you're not just this affiliate marketer that's just selling, that you are a real person. You are a wife, a mother, a aunt, a cousin, right? You are a person, you are doing things. Think about all the emails that you get from people that you follow. They share a little bit about what's going on in their lives, even if they're not emailing you regularly. Sometimes life be lifing, and you may not be able to email, or something pulls you away from your emails for maybe a week or so. And then you start emailing again and go, oh, yes, let me tell you what. This is what happened. This is what I was going through. But while I was going through this, I created that and I thought about you. And, you have a whole conversation as if you're only speaking to one person, but you're speaking to your list because these are your people. This is your tribe. So now emails convert up to 3 times better than social media posts. Why? Because people need to see something more than once before they decide whether they want to buy. So they may see your social media post. They'll click on it because they're interested. They'll click on it. They'll even fill out the lead capture form and get your and give you your email in exchange of a PDF or a video, something of value that you're offering. But they're not ready to buy yet. So that's why it's so important to have a follow-up series, because that follow-up series is going to drip on them and it's going to share a little bit of information here and there until one day they go, you know what? I think I'm going to get that. Yeah, I think that's cool now. I'm ready to get it now. I can focus. I can definitely see myself getting this thing. And that's what a email series does. And the cool thing about that is you never know when it's going to happen. It can happen while you're on vacation. It can happen while you're sleeping. It can happen while you're cooking. Just out of nowhere, you get a sale. And that's because your people are on your list. Okay. I see the chat blinking. I love this thing. Oh, what's going on, Tikeja? Tikeja said, "Hey, I am tuning in from YouTube. What's going on, girl? Thank you for tuning in, girl. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. All right, so I love the fact that this thing blinks. Y'all just don't understand. Like that, we got this new toy, and it's amazing. It's amazing. All right, so I'm going on to the next slide. Here we go. Here we go. All right. So this was such an issue for me when I got started. I got my autoresponder, I had my website, I was ready to go, I was posting, but the biggest problem was I was growing a list, but I didn't know what the heck to send these people, and I was new. So here's some things that you can send to your list even if you're new. So number one, a welcome email, like duh, yeah, welcome them to your newsletter. So here's an example. Here's your free guide plus my 3 best tips to get started fast. Simple, 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 simple. Because remember, when people when they opt into your lead capture page, they're opting in to give you their email in exchange to whatever it is that you have for them. So it's a no brainer. The first email is a welcome email along with the thing that they're getting from you. Here it is. Simple, right? I didn't know to do that. I for some reason it just didn't make sense to me. I guess because I was just overwhelmed. Okay. But so that's your welcome email. Here's something else. You can give a weekly value tip. Okay. That's why we cannot stress it enough that you must know who you're talking to. Okay. That's when your your content and your emails become valuable because you're putting it in front of people that want it. Okay, so here's an example. Here's the exact hook I used to get 25 leads today. What? You don't think that a person that's trying to get leads online, make money online, is not going to find that email valuable? Yes, they're going to open that email all day long. But if you're sending that email to someone that's a vegan and they're looking for vegan restaurants, they're going to scroll past that. Like, what is that? What leads? Leads? I want restaurants. You know what I'm saying? They're not trying to sell anything. They want to eat. Okay. So, so you can do your welcome email and you can do a weekly value tip. All right. And that's super simple and easy to do because we have our best friend, ChatGPT, to help us with that. ChatGPT can help us with a weekly value tip that we can give to our audience each and every week. You just decide which day you wanted to schedule it out, and every day, every week, that day, around a specific time, you send out that weekly value tip. That way, your audience will get to know, like, and trust you because they see that you're knowledgeable, you're consistent, and you are there for them. And that right there, just that alone, is going to get you sales because people don't want to buy from people. They're not looking for the product. They're buying you. So if you're showing up every week and you're giving them something that they want, they're gonna be right there looking for your email. Um, I didn't get your email this week. Is everything all right? They be checking their spam and everything. Okay. So just make sure you know who your target audience is and give them that value every week. Okay. You can also share with them client wins. And what I mean by, let's say you use a tool and you're using a tool for a particular thing, and you can talk about how that tool has helped so many other entrepreneurs like the ones that are on your list. So an example would be like, meet Amanda. She just launched her funnel and she made her first $97 sale. That's going to get somebody's attention that's trying to get sales online. They're going to want to know, what's this funnel that she got? What did she say in the funnel? Wow, she made $97. Now, for some people, they may say, okay, well, $97, all right. And then for some people, $97 is what? Wait, hold up. Especially if you never made a dime online, $97 is a lot. Okay, so this client win is going to move someone closer to clicking your link to purchase whatever it is that you have. Okay. The next example is promotion and offer. Um, so you're promoting a product, you're offering a bonus or something, maybe a price slash or something like that. So this is what it would look like. 48-hour flash offer. My mini course is now
But don't
$17.
just so bigger and the thing, okay?
Say that again. Say that again. Oh, okay. All right. So I think what it is she didn't mean to talk to me. Let me mute you. Okay. All right. Here we go. All right. So an example would be a 48-hour flash sale offer. My mini course is now $17, regularly $47.99. Now I'm going to tell you something like that. If I've been looking at something for quite some time and I know that the price was $47 and I didn't move on it, but a part of me is like, I'm thinking in my mind, like, I think I want to get that. And as soon as I see that, I'm jumping on it because it's already been in the back of my mind. Or it's already been in sight. But now, $17 versus $47, I'm on it. Let me pull out my credit card right now. That's going to get you a sale. Okay. So that's why you want to continue to promote. And a lot of us feel like, oh my God, I don't want to keep saying the same thing over and over and over. But that's what we all do. We say the same thing over and over, but in different ways. Maybe that way didn't capture capture me at that moment. But saying it another way, depending on where my head is at, whoa, wait a minute, hold on. Let me take a look at this thing a little closer. That's what we do. That's what we do. So here are some email marketing tips that you can have. And I already said the first one that you can use to help you with your email conversions. Keep it conversational. So you want to talk in your email as if you are talking to your bestie, one person. Even though you're talking to this, but in your mind, just picture you talking to your bestie, your business bestie, and you're just keeping it conversational, because the more conversational it is, the more likely that you're going to get replies. And when the algorithm sees that you're getting replies, your emails will most likely land in your subscribers' primary box, not their their junk folder. Even though we tell them, check your junk folder, but if it's conversational and they're responding to your emails, the your autoresponder is going to say, hey, these emails need to hit their main box because these people like their emails. They're opening them up. They're taking the time to reply. So you want to make it conversational. You don't want to make it salesy. You want to just talk to them like you're sitting next to your bestie at having a meal, or just casually just in the car talking. That's the kind of emails you want to send out. Make it conversational. And guess what? Our good friend ChatGPT can help us with that. Okay. So keep that. That's a command that you can give it. All right. Just a little bonus tip. You want to use short sentences and clear CTAs, call to actions. You want to tell them exactly what to do. You want to keep it really simple. People like simple. Anything convoluted, they're not going to do it. They're not going to do anything. A confused mind does absolutely nothing. So you just want to make sure that in your emails, it is very, very clear on what it is that you want them to do. So you want to think about it. Do you want them to click on a link? Do you want them to respond to the email? What do you want them to do? Make it clear. And then, similar to being conversational, you want to write like you're texting a friend, right? You can throw some emojis in there, right? You can throw some humor in there if that's your personality, but just write like you're texting a friend, right? You don't have to be so, stuffed shirt and professional, and unless that's you, just be who you are. Be who you are, and that's who they will get to know, like, and trust. Okay? So I hope that this is making sense. If this is making sense, if this is very helpful, put in the chat like, yeah, Daria, this is making sense. Those of you on YouTube, do the same thing. Put it inside the chat. I will be able to see it and respond to it. All right. So like I said, we wanted to make this nice and sweet and short, so that you can take the time to implement what it is that we shared. Okay? So, the action steps and homework. We want you to review your top 3 posts for this month. Okay? We know this month just started. So, depending on how often you post, you may have to go back and look last month. That is fine. Okay? But you want to review your top 3 posts for this month. And then you want to check last week's email open and click rates. All right? Look at those rates. See how many people open. Look at what you said in the subject. Look at what you said in the body. And then you want to identify what type of content you want to improve. Okay, so you're going to look at your 3 top posts, see what it is that your audience likes, see what they want. Look at the emails, look at last week emails or whenever you sent out emails. Check out their open rates and their click rates. See what they're opening, see what they're clicking on. That's what you want to give them more of. See, people don't realize, and which I know I didn't realize it, that our audience tells us what they want and what they don't want. They tell us. We don't have to guess. All we got to do is just look at the data. All we got to look at is what it is that we're doing. Look at your social media. If you're professional on Facebook, that whole professional board gives you all the analytics, all the statistics about your posts, and you can see which posts are performing the best. Do that. Same thing with the emails. They will show you which emails your audience is opening and which ones they're clicking. Okay. And then you want to decide what you want to improve on, whether it's reels, videos, static posts. What do you want to improve on? These action steps is going to help you move towards your goal. All right. So I see the chat blinking. Let me see what's going on here. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad that this was helpful. I'm so glad this is helpful because this is what I wish we had when we got started. And if Tikeja was sitting right here next to me, she would say the same thing. We didn't have this, so we had to figure it out. We just had to keep looking and trial and error and just taking course after course after course. And finally we were like, oh, okay. That's what happened. So um, that's why we're here. That's why we're here. We want to shorten your learning curve. So I'm glad that this was very helpful. Okay, so now this is your homework, right? So you're going to start what is called a working tracker because this marketing thing is all about tracking. It's all about trial and error. You don't know what people are going to do. You don't know how people are going to react to your emails. You don't know how people are going to react to your posts. You have no idea because they're human. So what you might think is like off the chain, going to go viral, no one likes it. And then the very thing that you think is horrible, is the worst, but you put it out anyway, and everybody and their mama love it. So that's why it's so important that you track and look at what it is that your audience likes because they're going to tell you. So you're going to track by writing down your best performing headline. So you're going to see what headlines people open in your autoresponder. It tells you. So you're going to look at the headline, the subject, the post style. You're going to look at all of that. But start with the headline. Start simple, right? Then you move on to the subjects. So headline, subject, similar, right? Pretty much the same thing. And then your post style. But don't overwhelm yourself. Just start with what they're opening. That's the sub is usually the subject line. Start with that. And then you'll move into the style and what's making them click on your link inside the email. And then you want to write those down. So you want to keep a notebook, right? So I have this planner. We have our planner. And like I said, we have notes in the back. And I like to keep, not only do we have the actual calendar, but we have a nice handy dandy notes section in the back. Let me show you. And I write in my bad boy. I don't know about y'all, but I write in mine, okay? And I write down things like that, because we're tracking too. And then what you want to do now, this is a bonus. What you want to do with that information is you want to go to Chat GPT and ask Chat GPT to create more headlines like the ones that are performing well and the emails to go with it. Okay. Also, you want to create a post based on your best performing format, but have Chat GPT to help you out. Okay. And that's pretty much it. So make sure that you're screenshotting these because we cannot wait to see what you come up with. Put it inside school because we're going to put this video inside school as well, so you'll be able to access it there. Also, we are live on YouTube. You can look at it on YouTube, but in our school is where we do all the the um the communication back and forth and the interaction and the homework and all that stuff. We do communicate here on YouTube, but in the school is where all the action happens. Okay, so make sure you get into our school. Okay, All right, so here are our final thoughts. Our final thoughts is data is feedback. Whether the numbers are big, whether they're small, it's not failure. It just tells you what your audience wants and what they don't want. And the higher the numbers are, or the more, um, what's the word I'm looking for? The more interaction, then you know they want more of that. If it's very little interaction to no interaction, it's not failure. It's just that you know you got to do something else because that's not it. That's it. Right? So you want to let the numbers guide your next smart move, not your emotions. Like, oh my God, nobody liked my stuff. Nobody opened my email on. No. So you look at that and go, okay, they don't want that. Let me think about it. Let me think about how I got them here and give them more of what it was that made them click on my lead capture page, or the piece of value that I have given them to for them to give them my email address. And I hope that's making sense. So that's how you want to think. Like, how did I get them here? That's what they want, and give them more of that. Because sometimes it's very easy to deviate from how we got them there and giving them something that we think they want, as opposed to just letting them tell us what they want. So you want to track it, tweak it, and trust the process. It is that simple, y'all. It is that simple. Okay? So, I hope that this was very helpful. If you need to reach out to us, screenshot this. You can go to our email. You can text us. It's better that you text us. Also, you have our website, our school, our community. So just make sure you screenshot this. So anytime you need to reach out to us, you have a resource. Okay? And that's pretty much it. I hope that you have gotten value. Thank you, thank you, thank you for coming through. Appreciate you much. Yes, in the chat. Let me see what the chat is doing. Yes, you are welcome. You are welcome. And thank you, thank you, thank you for showing up each and every Tuesday, because you could be anywhere else, but you decided, well, you know what? I'm going to hang out with Tikeja and Daria because they're the bomb.com. No, I appreciate you. Really do. We really, really, really appreciate you coming through. So reach out to us anytime you need help with anything. So bye for now, and we will see you next week. Talk to y'all soon. Peace. All right.